guys, so today I decided to sit down with my James Charles palette and just play with some color. So this is what I came up with, and I know it doesn't match my shirt, so ignore that. Anyway, so yeah, if you have any interest in seeing this look that I created with my James Charles palette, go ahead and keep on watching. You can hit the subscribe button down below to be notified every time I bust out some colorful looks. And yeah, with all that said, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Bye! Hey guys, so good morning. This is the look that I created, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Natalie, that looks very much like a baby shower, gender reveal type of situation. And you know, when I was all done and I was looking at it, and I thought the same thing. But that's fine, because my two closest friends are pregnant. And I'm sure you know someone that's pregnant, and you could totally wear this to their gender reveal. I don't know. Anyway, so I just wanted to sit down and play with some color, and then this is what happened. I don't know. We're just rolling with it. And it is 6:08 in the morning. So grab some coffee, grab whatever you need, and we're going to go ahead and start. So I already primed my eyelid with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I needed to think about that. So we're going to go into our James Charles palette. So I'm just going to pick up the deepest purple shade called Escape on a flat packing brush. So I'm just going to take some of that and place that in my crease. Let me zoom in. Look at this little curly piece of hair. That's great. Anyway, so we're going to take the color Escape on a packing brush, and I'm going to lay this in my crease. So I'm first just going to create like an upside down moon, or like a rounded effect. I always pack my shadows in this motion, and then I can wing them out afterwards, but I do always start placing them like this. I'm sorry if you hear my dog snoring right next to me. So again, we're just packing this color on. I love this shadow. In particular, I feel like it is a really good purple. It lays on nice and pigmented. So now I'm just kind of packing it out a little bit. And then I do want to make sure that my wing shape is going along with the other side. So I'm just checking that right now. But before I wing it out, I am just going to start blending the blue out. I don't know why I did it in this order, but before I went and finished my crease, I started out with the blue just so I could see how high I was going to bring everything. And so I'm just going to go in the same order just for the sake of the look being more coherent, I guess. So I'm going to start to blend out the blue now. So I'm going to pick up the color Brother first, or no, Cola first. So I'm going to pick up the color Cola, and I'm just going to place it along the edge of the purple here. Today was literally my first time ever using this brush, and look, the hairs, I've already lost like 3 hairs, so that's fun. This is the Morphe times Jaclyn Hill brush too, so don't know why I'm losing so many hairs, but anyway, so I'm just going to continue to, I always do that, place this blue down. Right along that edge. And so then I'm going to pick up the 2 other blue shades mixed together, so Playground and Hello. So I'm just going to take those, and I'm going to buff this out a little bit more. Okay, so now before we go back in and reinforce the purple, don't worry, we are going to do that. So we're going to pick up the color Love That, which is a super cute name. So I'm just going to pick this up on a fluffy brush, and we are going to buff out the outer side here. Okay, so now this is when I'm going to, I really want them to be even, or like as even as possible. So I'm just kind of eyeing where how far I went with that one, and I'm just going to take this pink and slowly winging it out and upwards. Okay, I do just quickly want to say that I typically keep rounded eyes, like the blown out, winged out eyes are not my favorite. So if they aren't even or whatever, it's because I don't typically do these kinds of looks. But I think that I've turned out pretty alright. So now I'm just taking the same brush that had Escape on it, the dark purple, and I'm going to reinforce that color. And then this is where I made a mistake on this eye. I feel like I tried my best to blend out the purple, but I feel like I don't know, I put too much down. So I am not really going to wing out the purple any more than it already is because I don't want to make that same mistake again. So what I'm doing is like hardly tapping any pressure on there. I do want like the depth to be in there, but not so much as I put on the other side. So once I have the purple laid back down, what I'm going to do is make sure that I like the blend that I have going, and I don't. So I'm going to pick up the brush that I was using with the blue again, and I'm just going to go over all of this until I am satisfied with how we're looking, and then I will move on. So of course, when you're doing your look, you can go over as many times as you feel you need to. I'm going to pick up a different fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to take a bit of Pinkity Drinkity. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that to buff above this area here. I like the way that that looks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease, and as you can see, I didn't cut like in the wing form. I just cut out my lid, and then I kept it kind of like circular or rounded, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take a flat brush, and again, I'm going to take my ColourPop concealer. So when I cut my crease, I look in my mirror, and I kind of look down into my mirror so I can get that just pretty much like that. And then for my lid, I just kept it basic. I was thinking about doing like color on my lid, but I decided against it. So I just took the color So Good. So it's like a frosted gold type of color. And I just took it dry. I didn't wet it. And I'm going to tap that on. And then before I move on, I'm just going to check everything out, make sure I am satisfied with that. And then what I'm going to do is take the brush that had the purple on it, and I'm just going to place a little bit of that over here. Not a lot, just a bit of it. Okay, so moving on to the lower lash line, I'm just going to apply the purple, or not the purple, the blue? Just kidding. I'm going to apply the blue and then the pink. So what I'm going to do is just take my fluffy brush first. So I'm just going to take this brush with a bit of the blue on it. And I'm going to run that. And then taking the pink on the brush that I used, and I'm running that underneath of that, and I'm going to kind of connect it out to this winged out shape we have. And since this look is bold, I'm going to bring it down pretty far. I'm going to make a pretty dramatic under eye situation. So I'm just going to keep blending. So then I'm going to throw on some mascara. So this is just the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Okay, so I'm waiting for my eyelash to dry. I'm just taking my KNS Luxe lashes in the OG packaging because I bought them a long time ago. So I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry. I'm looking everything over. I'm having some coffee. And it is now 6:25. So if that shows you anything about how quickly I have learned to be able to do my eyeshadow. But yeah, so this is what it is looking like. I'm going to throw on a lip, and I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry. And then we're going to pop on a lash.